Welcome back, dear viewers. And in this segment of our program, we will talk about the Italian archaeological mission working near the mausoleum of Aga Khan west of Aswan, as it unearthed a Greco-Roman rock-cut tomb during the last archaeological season. And in a statement on Friday, General Director of Aswan and Nubia Antiquities, Abdulmenaim Said, said the tomb consists of two parts. The first is a rectangular building containing the entrance built above ground from sandstone blocks covered by mud bricks, and the second part leads from the entrance to a rectangular courtyard carved from the rock in which 4 burial chambers are located. And to shed more light on the importance of this archaeological discovery, you are joined over the phone by Mr. Ihab Wagdy, historian and researcher. Good morning.
Good morning.
So first, can you tell us more about this important discovery and what does it tell us about ancient Egypt?
Well, actually, the new discovery that was announced about it the day before yesterday, the Italian-Egyptian expedition, they have been working there for some time, and actually last year they did found that tomb, but they continued the work until they found the rest of the tomb. You know, it consists of two parts, the substructure and the superstructure. The first part of the superstructure was built of sandstone, mud brick.
Yes.
While the lower part was hewn in the rock. And it's over there where we found about 20 mummies at the burial chamber, the majority of which are still well preserved. It is a mass grave, as a matter of fact, that it includes more than one family. Many important archaeological artifacts were from the Greek-Roman era, including offering tables, stone panels, written in hieroglyphic script. A copper necklace was found also engraved in Greek. A number of wooden statues of the bar. The bar that it represents the soul in ancient Egypt. So the statues of the bar bird and parts of the colored cartonnage. The cartonnage is a material that is used in the funerary mass. As a matter of fact, it is also believed that in this area there are about like 300 tombs could be found in there, at the same area where the Aga Khan mausoleum is located.
Yes, can you tell me more about Aga Khan and his mausoleum?
Absolutely. The Aga Khan was the leader of the Ismailis. He was born in Karachi. Karachi at that time was a part of India. Pakistan was not created yet. He's a descendant of a Persian family originally, but he was born in Karachi and he was the leader of the Ismailis. He came to Egypt because his doctors advised him to bury his body in the sand of the west bank of Aswan. He had rheumatism, so his doctors advised him to bury his body in the sand of the west bank of Aswan, and he used to stay at the famous hotel there in Aswan and to cross the river every day to the west bank to bury his body. He loved the city. Therefore, he wrote in his will that he liked to be buried there in Aswan. He died in 1956. It took about 2 years to build his mausoleum of sandstone. It was built on what's known as the Fatimite style, which consists of a central dome and 4 subsidiary domes around it. The last wife, he was married to the French lady who is known as the Begum or the Begum. She's also buried next to him up there in that area. Actually, it got a wonderful view of Aswan from there. It was one of the touristic sites because it's a private property. The problem that she died in by the millennium in 2000, and that's when she decided before her death to close the area. But Aswan as a city, it got also a lot of other touristic sites, like the capital of Aswan until the beginning of the 19th century. I mean, the capital of Aswan, Elephantine Island. It got two temples, whether the temple of the god Khnum, the creator god of the mankind, the protector of the protector of Aswan, and his wife or his consort, the goddess Anukhet. In Aswan also we can find Philae temple, the temple of love. You know, the word Philae means love. That temple was dedicated to the greatest goddess of magic, goddess of motherhood, reason of the flood. I'm talking about the goddess Ihab, one of the major deities in ancient Egypt, and this is also a Greco-Roman temple, but there was an ancient Egyptian temple before that one over there. In Aswan, we have Kalabsha and Beit el-Wali temples. Definitely, we all know about the High Dam and the Old Dam. The area is extremely rich with archaeological and touristic sites, as a matter of fact.
And do you expect more archaeological discoveries to be unearthed in this area?
The expedition itself, I mean the Italian, the Egyptian expedition, the Italian expedition, they announced that in the area because they used the radar there, and it is believed that we have there around 300 tombs. Right before this area, further to the north, Aga Khan, we have the west bank of Aswan, and this is another extremely rich area with tombs dating back to the Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, even the Coptic era or the Christian era in the Egyptian history. Indeed, it's a very rich area.
And do you see that this archaeological discoveries is one of the important discoveries in 2022, as it was unearthed in January, in the early, in the beginning of the year, or do we have other archaeological discoveries by the beginning of the year?
Yes, there will be. Indeed, they already started some time ago. The area, as I said, is very promising, and they are still working there. Let's talk about the 20 mammoths they found in good shape. The tomb itself, it's not a single tomb, it's several ones within that tomb dating back to the Greco-Roman area, and this is a promising area for the archaeologists to discover more of these monuments in Aswan. Needless to say that within Aswan Governorate you have the Nubian area where we have the tomb, the temples of Abu Simbel, Beit el-Wali, Kalabsha, Dandur, several temples in the area between Aswan and Abu Simbel. It's one of the highlights of the archaeological sites in Egypt.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Ihab Wagdy, historian and researcher. Thank you for this precious information about the new archaeological discovery in Aswan from the Greco-Roman era, and it includes